Yeah, so people wanted me to check this joint out, and I gotta say it was cool. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about Denzel Curry, other than he's from Carroll City. He's a Carroll City native, just like Rick Ross. Um, the vibe of this tape or album, whatever you want to call it, is basically the harsh reality of Florida community. Definitely has an angrier vibe than I expected. It got some fun songs on here also to hear. Definitely influence from Saturday cartoons and the realism or realization of violence in this community. Um, Other than that, it's a good tape. It starts off with ULT, and it's kind of like talking about the beef with his mentor, Space Ghost Perp. I think I kind of remember this back in the day when Space Ghost Perp had some kind of riff with somebody. I don't know if it was him though, but I definitely remember him having that type of riff. But that song is solid. Definitely like the background sample. Um, Gook, that song was cool. You know what I mean? The hook was like, I don't do perp or something, that's how Yams died. I was kind of like, okay, is that like a shout out or saying a reason why he don't do it? Still a good song. I definitely like his flow in there. His flow is very aggressive on a lot of these tracks. Sick and Tired, basically talking about the violence in his neighborhood. I didn't really like the Rick Ross feature. I was like, it's all right. You know what I mean? Definitely, I can come back to it. Basically about street life, how you get how you live in the streets, blah blah blah. Narcotics, definitely racial profiling is the main topic in that. I definitely love the excerpt at the end of it. His flow was crazy in this joint. Definitely love that beat. Track 6 got a church vibe to it. Story, no title. Definitely great listen right there, man. You gotta listen closely to what he's saying. Definitely a good song. I actually repeated that, and I actually repeated the third track as well. Pure Enough, to me, I got from it self-awareness. Just a real song, a real introspective song in a way. And that's kind of what shocked me listening to this project, where I just thought it would be about selling drugs, guns, and hood shit. But he actually got some knowledge within this project. Track 8, This Life, featuring Ronnie J. Very smooth track, man. Vivid lyrics. Definitely got to pay attention to that joint. That's definitely a favorite of mine. Xena featuring Joey Badass. They did great on that record. I definitely like that as well. Joey Badass came through and delivered. But Denzel wasn't no pushover as well. And the last track, If Tomorrow's Not Here, featuring Bears of 1211 or 12 Lin, whatever you want to call it. Very soulful. Just a real ass song overall. And this definitely shocked me. I did not think it'd be this dope. I think he has another project he released. I forget the name of it. But overall, man, he impressed me for me to be the first time listening to a project from him. I definitely see the potential. Not all subject matter is new. It's a couple of his flows, you can kind of say it's kind of futurish, kind of Drake-ish. The topics really we've heard before, but he put his own twist on it. I definitely seen a couple of videos of his online, and couple interviews here and there. But overall, I gotta say this shit was pretty dope. If I had to pick 5 records that's probably my favorite, I'ma have to say track 1, track 3 definitely, track 5, track 6, and definitely track 8. Those will have to be my top 5 tracks that I feel like definitely mean something. They stand out a lot. Ultimately, this is a good tape. Really don't have nothing bad to say about it. I kind of wasn't go talk about it. I was going through some other shit and really didn't feel like talking about it. But it's definitely dope. And the cover art kind of remind me of To Pimp a Butterfly in a way. Nobody is saying that, but I'm going to say it definitely kind of reminds you of that when you look at it, But overall, man, it's a cat from Florida that's spitting. And he definitely, you can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Because the very first track, when I just heard it when it dropped, and I was like, damn, this is not what I thought. This shit is pretty dope. I was going to get to it anyway, but I kind of like, I don't really know who he is as an artist, never really heard of him, so I wasn't really going to check it out. And then I listened to a couple of tracks, and somebody on Twitter hit me up like, bro, you got to check this tape out, man. He dope, like, yada, yada, yada. And I definitely give him that, man. I give it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed 9 out of 10 records. Production is a 9 out of 10. Definitely a tape that will make it to be on my top 10 mixtapes of 2016, no doubt. So don't let me forget that. But what are y'all favorite tracks off this? I definitely feel like he didn't need the Ross feature. He killed that all by himself. He could have had Gunplay instead of Rick Ross. But that's just what I think. Y'all let me know. I'll holler at y'all. 1.